Visit us online or call us at 1-888-902-2321.
Local 3 Storm Alert weather, accurate forecast so you can plan your weekend.
I think it's fair to say that Chattanooga is a city that likes to celebrate its heroes, but you never can get too many accolades coming your way, don't you think? They certainly feel that way at the Bethlehem Center. Reginald Smith is the executive director there, and he's excited because they're gearing up on November 19th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
to honor 3 very special volunteers who kind of made it their mission to help Alton Park and the Southside of Chattanooga, which is right where the Bethlehem Center is housed. So good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
It's your Dinner of Champions.
Yes.
And the great thing, I think, is I had just asked Reginald, so are y'all still selling tickets? No, you've sold out.
Well, almost sold out. We still have a few more to sell, but we're definitely, I think today we're suspending ticket sales. I'm going into the office when I leave here and, you know, kind of looking at final numbers, but we're definitely expecting a jam-packed event.
Well, and I say that because it speaks to the enthusiasm people have for the Bethlehem Center, but how nice for these 3 special people to feel that kind of love around them. So was it hard for you to choose the 3 people to recognize this year?
It was, but these people kind of were the cream of the crop. They kind of rose to the top a little bit of the group that our board of directors and the development committee were sifting through. So we're really blessed to honor the individuals that we're honoring this year.
Before I let you recognize who they are and tell us who they are, do y'all as a board determine who you will honor, or do you rely on nominations and then from there make the decision?
A little bit of both. Typically over the last few years we've had an event, I want to say over the last 17 years we've had an event known as Breakfast of Champions. And historically the board of directors goes out, looks at, hey, who's the people who are doing great work, number one, inside of the Bethlehem Center in a lot of cases, but in our area. This year, you know, post-pandemic, we're trying to do some different types of things. So we decided to honor 3 individuals with 3 real distinctive areas that we know we could pull from, and then we kind of looked out and looked at the individuals in our community doing that work, and we decided to honor those.
Okay, drum roll please then. Okay. Who are the 3? Right.
So the 3 this year, we're honoring Dr. Leandria Ware. Dr. Ware is a prized partner of ours at the Bethlehem Center, but she's also the principal of Howard High School. And many people know she actually grew up in the South Chattanooga area and attended Howard High School in the when she was in high school. Now she's the principal. We're honoring Larry Bear High. Many people have known that Larry High is someone who's not only been a community mentor and coach, but is a small business owner and has owned. Yeah.
Does he have a barbershop?
Yep, Bear's Barbershop.
Okay, I'm sorry, I hate to do this to you, but his brother Randy is a sweet friend of mine. Okay, sorry, just had to say that out there. He's a fantastic person.
Yes, very much so, and I mean, and is literally a community jewel. So we created this new Living Legacy, Champion Award solely for people like him, people who have been around doing the work year in, year out, have been supportive of the Bethlehem Center over our, 102-year history, but for him, in the last 60, 70 years, serving in the South Chattanooga Alton Park community. And lastly, Maria Knoll. Many people know that she's been a part of everything from the Chattanooga Chamber to now the president of the South Chattanooga Neighborhood Association. So we wanted to really truly honor champions for the community and the South Chattanooga Alton Park area.
So let me ask you something, because sometimes I remember when I first moved to Chattanooga and I was a stay-at-home mom, and you watch television to kind of get to know the community, and I would watch and I would see all these people, and I thought, how did they get in? How did they begin to network their way through and find a niche spot for them? And sometimes you could feel like you came up short, because I would think, here I am just living my own little life and I'll never be able to make a difference. People like Larry High, he has this barbershop. But like you said, he dug in, and bit by bit, he looked at his corner of the world and tried to empower it. Is that kind of how it starts? Yeah,
that's exactly, I would think that's how it starts. It starts with finding what is your passion in doing that. Over the course of this, I guess championship season for us, and getting truly to know some of these individuals. I actually knew all of them, but getting to know his story a little deeper, he goes into detail about how, his older brother had some clippers. He was playing around with them one day and said, you know what, this is what I want to do. He went to school, learned how to do that. He's done everything from being on the state of Tennessee's Barber Commission to a host of things. He took his passion and launched I would like to say community career based off of that. And that's what we have to do as individuals in our own individual life. You know, Dr. Ware is an educator. She loves educating young people. Maria Knoll, she's a community leader. She likes to lead people toward positive aims. It's all about finding what your niche is and just doing that in the community, and you make a name for yourself that way.
And then you have to give a shout out to the parents who
Yes.
bring their children to learn all these things and come to you to be enriched. And that's its own version of leadership, is to give your children a leg up.
Very much so. Not to diminish what you said about like stay-at-home moms. No, that's the job. That is probably one of the most important jobs. And for us at the Bethlehem Center, most of what we do revolves around children. And if we say that we're an organization that is designed and built around making sure that we can provide positive outcomes and educational experiences for young people, you can't diminish what parents do.
Right.
Parents are children's first teacher. And for parents to be able to instill upon their children the various different values and the various different things that they need to be successful in life, that is by far, if I had to name some champions in my life, my parents are my champions that I look up to. So by all means, that's what this type of event really tries to hope to invoke.
Well, I am so glad that you were able to be here. And if you are a quick acting person, you might be able to snag a seat.
Yes, we have a few
at
more
the
seats.
Dinner of Champions. They do have a few, but the date is November 19th from 7 to 9. I think the most important thing is to see, first of all, what passion can do to enrich other people's lives, and that wherever you are watching this morning, you're capable of doing just that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The end of the year is quickly approaching. Now is the time to start your window replacement project.